Hi, welcome to the Handyverse. Today we have a super simple project for you. We're going to show you how we built this bath caddy just out of stuff that we had laying around the house. Stick with us. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is figure out the length of your boards. So I've already squared off the end of these, but what you want to do is put it against the far side, and you can see here that we only have a narrow lip on the other side. So the best thing to do is just lay them in place. And you want to have at least a couple of inches of overlap on where you can. So I'm just going to put a mark here that gives us enough of a lip to hold on this end. This here we only have a minimum amount, so we're just going to deal with it as it is. I put a mark here a couple of inches in. I'm just going to draw a square line across so we know where to cut those boards. And then, with it still in place, we're going to mark underneath the boards as close as we can to the edge. This will prevent the caddy from moving back and forth when it's in place. And then just run a pen or pencil along the bottom, and that'll tell you where you need to put the cross pieces. Okay, so we have good marks on both boards. We're going to go down to the saw. We're going to cut these off, cut our cross pieces to length, and then drill holes here and here for our drink holders. So if you're paying close attention, you'll notice that I changed the order of the boards from which I had it upstairs. The reason being, I didn't want to be trying to drill the holes for the drink holder in line with the nail holes here. So I just switched the boards, and that also helps me avoid this big knot when trying to drill through with the hole saw. So now, next step is to cut along where we marked it here to get the total length set. So now we're going to measure this width for our cross pieces. In this case, they should be 5.5 times 2 for 11 inches, but I just want to verify it. And it's slightly larger. So it looks like in my case here, we're going to go with 11 3/16. It's pallet wood. It's not going to be perfect. This is what I got for a hole saw, so that's the size I'm going to make them. It probably could be a little bit smaller, but I'm not going to buy a special tool just for this. We're going to use what we have. So this is 4-inch. It will fit within the width of the board, and the important thing is we're going to drill through this board, and the bottom will be covered by the cross piece, and that'll be where your drink will sit on, or your candle, or whatever you're using. I don't know if you can see here, but I have about a 3/8 of an inch lip here. That's going to sit on the inside of the tub. Cross piece is going to be 5.5 inches here, so it's going to fit in around this range. And so we want our hole centered on that cross piece. So we're going to take 3/8 of an inch, add it to the 2 3/4 of an inch that our cross piece entails, and we want to measure in 3 1/8 inches. Find the center. So then once you get that, of course, you need to center it on this board, which would be 2 3/4 of an inch in. So that's where we're drilling one hole. And on this side, we're going to come in 2 3/4 of an inch from the line, and then center it at 2 3/4 of an inch this way. Now we drill the hole. That was jumping around more than I would like, so I clamped it down and I'm going to use 2 hands on the drill. So now you can get the idea of how these are going to work. It makes it easier if you drill these beforehand, because now all we're going to do is when we put our cross pieces on, it's going to make the bottom of the hole for us. So I clamp those and do the circle on it so I can drill some pilot holes here for the screws. That way I ensure that I'm not drilling into the open area when I install these cross pieces. This is one of those situations where I'm just using what I have. All I have for 1 1/4 inch screws are drywall screws. So that's what I'm using. Probably not the ideal, but it's what it is. So we're going to add a little glue and put them in place and screw them together. Now that we have that screwed together, we want to route the edges just to round them and make it smooth. Now we're going to sand and then sand a little bit more, because the bathtub is not a place where you want to give yourself a splinter. Okay, so I put on some pre-stained wood conditioner. Now it's time to put on some stain. Now that it's stained the color you want to put some a finish on it to keep it. It's going to be in a humid environment, so you want to keep it as protected as possible. I'm going to put 3 coats of polyurethane on it, on top and bottom, in order to seal it. Perfect. All right, that's that. So great little project, quick gift for somebody if you want to make a quick gift. And it's simple, but I'm going to do plans for it anyway, so I'll put them up on the website. And if you like it, hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll see you in the next video.